There's growing pressure for the White House to ban oil and gas coming from Russia. You've heard about this. Today, a bipartisan group of lawmakers said they agreed on legislation that would do exactly that, ban oil and energy income, or I should say, into the United States. The question is whether the president will sign it. Uncertainty has oil crossing $130 a barrel for the first time since 2008. At the pump, the average price for a gallon of gas is north of $4. That's up 13% from just last week, all according to AAA. But it's much worse in some parts of California. These are images of a gas station in Los Angeles. People there are paying nearly $7 a gallon. That means it would cost $83 to fill up a small car with an average gas tank of about 12 gallons. Larger cars that typically hold 16 gallons, $110 to fill it up. Putin may be viewing the rising gas prices as a bargaining chip, according to analysts. Russian state media portraying it as a way to sober up Americans and force Washington to negotiate with Moscow. CNBC senior White House correspondent Kayla Tausche now. Kayla, President Biden spoke with his counterparts in NATO today about a potential ban on Russian energy imports. What came out of that meeting?
Well, Chef, the White House has said publicly there's no final decision on whether to ban imports of Russian oil to the United States, but discussions continued with transatlantic leaders on energy security and contingency planning. While allies like the UK and Japan may also pursue an oil embargo, CNBC has learned Europe is not expected to take part because there's no ample replacement yet. Last year, Europe imported 99 billion euros worth, or about $107 billion in Russian oil and gas. The U.S., by comparison, imported just about $4.7 billion in oil, and the U.S. imported $29 billion in all trade categories combined. Some Wall Street analysts have suggested a coordinated ban could push prices to $200 a barrel if it included Europe. But there's a view within the White House that prices already reflect an American ban on Russian oil because big companies have already been balking at doing that business.
The world oil industry basically just dropped Russian oil like a bad habit. And for example, I confirmed last week with Valero that they're not buying any Russian crude and haven't been. And you've seen one cargo that Shell said it had bought became a public relations disaster for Shell. The reality is it's already done. We're not buying Russian oil.
Tonight, a top Kremlin official stoking fear on state television, warning the West that prices could triple. But U.S. lawmakers in rare agreement on the issue are unbowed. Democrat Joe Manchin from energy-rich West Virginia has pushed the administration for deregulation, but says supporting Ukraine is worth it.
I believe the American people would, if they basically pay, if they had to, seeing that they're saving freedom and saving lives of people, innocent people.
A deal including such a ban on Capitol Hill is expected in the next day. The White House says discussions to tap into more oil from Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, and even Iran are still underway.